Hi everyone, this is Victoria from Mindful Bamboo, and I'm here with your solar eclipse tarot reading. Today we're going to go through every zodiac sign and we'll get you some guidance, hopefully some inspiration of how you can utilize this powerful energy of the solar eclipse in Aries, 9 degrees Aries, and it's going to be peaking on March 29th. Of course, different time depending on where you are on the planet. It will be around dawn time in the New York area in the Eastern time zone for the US. Only visible in the kind of like northeastern part, so you can look up at the map and maybe you're already there, so you'll be able, and maybe you're an early bird, you'll be able to see it, but it will be visible in parts of Europe and Asia as well. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to give you three main themes of this eclipse, just like we did with the recent lunar eclipse, with the oracle cards. So this is just going to be for a collective. What are we uncovering? Of course, since this is happening in Aries, a lot of the movement and transformation and food for thought is going to be connected to authenticity, to personal identity, and how we see ourselves in the universe, in the world. Just, basically, sorry guys, just need to, anyway, it doesn't matter. How you see yourself in the world, how do you want to present yourself, right? Or like how authentically are you showing up, like whether it is in relationships or just in your own right. What's the message that you have? So with all that said, if you're a little bit into astrology and you're looking for some guidance on what it means particularly for you, what's the impact, and you're immediately thinking, well, I'm not even close to being an Aries, so I don't have Aries in my personal planet, so probably not going to impact me much. First of all, because it's an axis of Aries and Libra, Libra is also going to be impacted, also Capricorn and Cancer, but that's just on a very generic level. What I suggest doing, and that's one of my best practices, is looking up your natal chart to see where you have Aries, which house is it governing, right? Because that's the house where that's going to be impacted the most. That's the area of your life that's going to be impacted the most. Also, if you have any kind of planet or asteroid at 9 degrees or somewhere close, like I would say between 7 and 11 degrees, then those placements are going to be, those energies are going to be impacted as well. All right, with all that said, let's move forward with the themes, and then after that, I'll get you guidance for each zodiac sign. I will start with Aries. You guessed it right. We are in Aries season officially. Dear Aries, happy birthday. And we'll move around the zodiacal wheel and we'll finish with Pisces. There will be timestamps so you can quickly navigate between the signs. And as I always say, this reading's are for sun, moon, and rising. So definitely check out all three if you have a chance for a more well-rounded message. If you don't have time for it or you don't know your moon or rising, at least go with the sun sign, which is based by your date of birth. The first theme is watching clouds. Lie back, rest, and relax. Yeah, during the major transits, such as eclipses, it could be unsettling to, like, you may feel the rush to keep moving forward and doing things and changing your life, right? But like in this particular moment, it's important to stay balanced and grounded and to observe what's happening, right? More than anything, to take record or what comes up for you, or who is coming into your life, or what kind of tension can you feel, what kind of trigger is present, and what you can do about it. Apologize if you're hearing the noise. It's some work outside with the garden, so there is nothing I can do about it, unfortunately. The next one is the voyage of the heart. Love flows through you and to you. This is a big, this eclipse is also a gateway to new beginnings, right? And especially if you're looking for love, or you're looking to make changes in your love life, this is going to be a gateway to those opportunities. And it's important to make sure that you are oozing that loving energy, that you're in a high vibrational space yourself as much as possible, and you're exercising love for yourself and for other people around you on a daily basis, even in small things. And it doesn't mean agreeing with everything, it doesn't mean just being nice. There are differences there, and that could be a completely different reading or video on its own, but that's key, you know, exercising love on a daily basis towards yourself and towards others. And the third theme is, whoa, keeps flipping, wondrous universe. Walk in beauty. Notice the beauty around you. Express gratitude for what you've built, for what you have in your life, the blessings that you've received, the people who are in your life, you know, your own strengths and your own personality, right? It's important. They say beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, right? And even if somebody might argue with you that this is like this is something beautiful, right? It doesn't matter. It's how you see it, it's how you perceive it. And you know more than anyone else what it took to get there. Or why do you see the beauty in this person or in this, I don't know, activity that's present in your life or in this particular situation. Okay, now let's move on with messages for each individual sign, and we're starting with Aries, like I promised. For those who are new, please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. And there's more info on my services in the description box below. So for Aries, we have Seven of Wands, the Star, and the Knight of Pentacles. So have you been closing yourself off from the world, Aries? Right? Have you been overprotective and you prevented yourself from making a move at all, from showing initiative in what you want to bring into your life? There's definitely a collaboration with the universe in terms of, you know, getting support with certain healing, with certain, with finding certain meaning in your life story, maybe in the recent events, whatever has been on your mind. So if you feel like you need more clarity, then ask for it, and the universe will provide, your higher power will provide it for you. And that is necessary to free you of the past shackles, of the past limitations, so that you can start moving forward. And it's not necessarily that you're gonna move from from a 0 to 100, but you know, at least baby steps, but movement forward is gonna be very important, so you're not staying in one place, right? And either consciously or subconsciously, it's gonna start feeling like, you know, you're suffocating there, like, or analysis paralysis kind of thing, where you're just stumbling, like there's a lot to do, but you're just staying in one place and you're not feeling comfortable with that. Okay, that was Aries. Next we go to Taurus. We have Queen of Pentacles, the Taurus card. We have 10 of Cups, oh my gosh. And 9 of Pentacles, which is kind of a minor arcana of Queen of Pentacles. I love this for you guys. First of all, it's embracing your own. It's rediscovering who you are, what you love, what your preferred lifestyle is. I don't know, I'm sensing for some reason the message of your favorite color, and either decorating in your favorite colors, or maybe picking up like clothes and you know, personal, making some fashion choices with the consideration of favorite colors and aesthetic. You know, there's something here about aesthetic, and it is important for Taurus in general, speaking as a Taurus myself. But I love that this is the energy that really opens yourself up, or it's like brings you a lot of inspiration in this area. But please follow it, act on it. It's important, and it's gonna help you rise and help you, first of all, see more joy and happiness in your life, see more color, of course, as well, but also step up. Like, it's gonna unlock certain potential for personal and professional growth that you may not even know now, and you don't need to know, you know. Start taking that action towards harmony in your space, in your look, maybe, you know, in the surrounding area, and yeah, other things will unlock that you're not expecting. And with the 10 of Cups, that more than anything right now, it's important to surround yourself with people who give you emotional support. Not as like meaning that you're struggling and they support you in crisis. I mean, like, again, in everyday life, you know, you have your companions for simple things, for, I don't know, watching a movie, grabbing a cup of coffee together, going for a walk, I don't know, partake in certain hobbies or playing a game or something, you know, like, it doesn't have to be something complicated. It doesn't even have to be a big trip or a complex plan. But like, experiencing life, it's important to turn to people who you feel that you can confide in, and, you know, who you really vibe with. Okay, next we go to Gemini. You have Ace of Swords, very much Gemini energy. You have Page of Cups and the Hangman. Okay, so this is the opposite, actually. The Hangman is the Sagittarius energy, which is opposite of yours. Yeah, we always say that we don't want to get carried away and just get either too comfortable or too uncomfortable, right? It's about always balancing the very familiar and the unknown energy, or uncomfortable energy. And here I see that you get curious and you get interested in new people, in building new relationships, in developing certain conversations, you know, maybe where it was too much like on the surface, or like it felt like you or the other person both didn't have time to spend together. Now you're like inquiring about it, right? Like, you're taking the first step, asking the person out, wanting to talk, wanting to catch up, right? What I would say here is notice what it brings out in you, like almost like this new approach where you start the conversation, you initiate the friendship, the romantic relationship, whatever it is, right? You initiate going more intimate with the person. How does it make you feel? What does it uncover about you and the dynamic in this case? How is it different? Well, it is kind of Gemini vibe, you know, be inquisitive and pay attention to what you're noticing there. This is basically your potential for growth that way, because there will be some new discoveries about yourself, about how you are in relationships, and what your expectations are of other people. Okay, next we go to Cancer. Okay, Cancer, you've got Six of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, and Knight of Swords. So first and foremost, and I mean, to me, this is a Cancer vibe, right? This is connection and conversation with the inner child, maybe literally spending time with children. But Cancer is very connected to that intuitive self, and to, you know, our deeper feelings and emotions, to also the nurturing, right? Like, you are the quintessential mother energy, you know, in that sense, right? But can you be that mother energy? And I mean that in a good way, so it's gender irrelevant in this case. It's just about the energy. Can you express that motherly energy to yourself? And I mean like a loving and responsible mother who provides nurture, attention, care, comfort, and maybe a little bit strict at times, but only out of love, and, you know, with a healthy sense of respect. Yeah, try taking a look at your life that way. And what would you discover? How would you want to support yourself in this case? Or maybe even let yourself indulge in something silly and playful, you know? Like, sometimes when the kid is asking parents, like, I want this toy, or I want to go to this whatever attraction park or something, and parents are like, oh yeah, and it's like immediately it's like, oh, it's all this extra effort, like the money we're gonna spend, whatever, and the kid doesn't need it, but they do it because, you know, sometimes it's that part of, you know, enjoying life and getting excited and being silly even in the moment. That's what creates that healthy childhood, right? So is there a way you can create that space and that feeling for yourself right now, Cancer? On the other hand here, there is more, this is a more practical side where you are asked to start thinking of how you want to communicate about your boundaries, about who you are and what you're here to do, whether it's on a project at work or in a relationship or in this world altogether. How do you speak about yourself and who you are and what your mission and purpose is? Those will be the big questions to consider and to start that expression based on what you discover. Or maybe adjust what you've been doing so far. Okay, next we have Leo. King of Swords, Four of Cups, the High Priestess. Interesting. Yeah, so Leo, there's been something going on with you that got you into a feels. Or maybe it's just this eclipse energy that gets you to be a little melancholic, a little out of your comfort zone in, you know, in a way where Leo energy is usually quite optimistic and sunny, but here you just can't seem to like put a smile on your face or to be happy about what's going on around you, even if logically it makes sense that it's a good life and you have nothing to worry about, and not in the, you know, directly, particularly in your intimate space, right? But there's still something that's bothering you and you can't even get to that realization of what it is. There is some kind of subconscious fear, some kind of subconscious insecurity that is asking for your attention right now. So I would say definitely look into that space of mindfulness and intuition to dive deeper into it. If High Priestess could be another person that you could ask for help with, it could be a mentor, a teacher, a coach, a therapist. If you feel like right now you're just, it's like a blind spot, especially with this bird here, like you just can't seem to figure it out, it's a good idea to ask kind of a trusted authority, or, you know, someone who you feel like could provide that perspective for you, so that you can start dealing with it. Because that sadness or you know, similar feeling is coming up for a reason, because you're ready now to face it and to work with it. Maybe it got suppressed at a certain point in your life when it happened because that was just too overwhelming, but now you're ready to heal it, to work through it. The next one is Virgo. What do we have for Virgo today? We have Strength. We have Page of Pentacles. And Knight of Wands. All right. Page of Pentacles is definitely a Virgo energy. The rest of this, not so sure. But what I'm also getting for Virgo is that, you know, you've been getting too comfortable in your space and what you've been doing for a while, and now you need the courage to step more into your passion, to get excited about things and to really take a big step. I mean, look at what this guy is doing here. Like, this is freaking scary. This is intense. For so many different reasons. Oh my gosh. Right? But this is like, you can't really get to the next level of your development or next level of the, you know, quality life that you want without really stepping outside of your comfort zone, without tackling something unimaginable, you know, something that you can't see yourself doing normally. And I'm not saying that it's necessarily something negative, it's just something that's not up your alley. So if you get an invitation don't dismiss it too quickly, because it's like, no, 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 this is not for me. There may be something there if it's an event, an adventure, you know, whatever it is. There's going to be something there that will open up new doors in your life, or there will be a lesson that you learn about yourself, or you'll see a new level of passion and potential in yourself that you didn't even know about. How it actually exhilarating it can be. Not scary, but actually exhilarating. Every time we feel like we've stepped into like this next level of courage and strength in our life, and we are now more confident generally in different situations, we from time to time we face those new levels. The bar gets raised to get even more out of ourselves. Okay, next we're gonna go to Libra. Here's something for Libra. 3 of Cups, 6 of Wands, and the Hierophant. Okay, Libra. Yeah, so this is definitely your card. This is about friendship and camaraderie, finding your people, spending time with them. This is just right up your alley. And what I would say is, even if you're feeling heavy these days, don't dismiss this kind of activities where you find comfort. They may be even more important during this time. As for these cards, 6 of Wands and the Hierophant, there is a new order of events, like a new order of the world that's coming in for you. So it will be life-changing, whatever this new information is. And I'm getting that you'll be able to succeed with some kind of goal that you set for yourself a long time ago. And once you succeed with it, it's like this new chapter opens up in your life, right? And you feel empowered to do a lot more and to present yourself in a different way. Whatever that project was that where you've reached success recently, or you are going to do that very soon, that will be like that trampoline for going even higher and doing even more. But yeah, don't dismiss the support of friends and family, whoever is around you, where, relationships don't necessarily have to be challenging, right? And in this case, hopefully it's not like it's something that's comfortable and easygoing, that energy that I'm feeling, where you can rely on people. You don't need to use big words or walk on eggshells. You're just enjoying each other's company. So definitely make use of it during this time as you are jumping into those new levels and areas. Next we have Scorpio. We have Queen of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, and the Hermit. Very interesting, right? The 6 of Pentacles is about communication and exchange with other people. The Hermit is very much a solitude card. And there is a Queen of Pentacles here. Yeah, so there's definitely been some phases or some cycles in your life recently where you had a chance to witness both, of how good you are in relationships, how equal those relationships are, and how can you navigate and find balance in them, and what do you do if there is no balance. As well as watching yourself doing life in your own right and discovering something about yourself and exploring different topics, activities on your own, so now you have that vision to compare, and now you can have a more practical approach to what do I actually want, because I want both in my life. Right? I want some privacy and me time, for whatever. And I also want to have healthy relationships in my life. It doesn't have to be either or. Like a lot of times, especially if it's a close relationship, we can lose ourselves there, and then we feel uncomfortable just doing something by ourselves and not inviting this person, right? And not even sharing plans with them. So this is for you. Again, this is a motherly figure. We had something similar for Cancer, I think. It was a different card, but still. This is this mother energy, and you are asked right now to be that motherly energy to yourself and show care and attention and real interest to what is going on in your life and how you want to build it going forward. And this is both the personal and professional space. So ask yourself, or you can ask questions like, if you were in the mother position, what would be your advice, or, you know, some food for thought that you would give your child, you know, as a loving and responsible parent. So if you had different relationship with your mom, then it's not about visualizing your mom. It's about visualizing a loving and responsible parent who wants the best for you and does that and says that, you know. Yeah, definitely, especially if you had challenges in like that one specific area, like either in relationships or in your personal space, you may find it that you want to kind of escape into that space that is more comfortable. But this is about realization that you actually need both, and both types of time pass, and even if you wish, relationships is important. Sagittarius. You have Temperance, Six of Cups, and Seven of Pentacles. And Temperance is actually your card, which is adorable. But yeah, it's nice. It is about, we started talking about balance a little bit at the beginning. And I like this here because this is like finding, to me, this speaks to the theme about finding beauty, you know, walk in beauty, wondrous universe. Look at this beautiful kind of like ballerina figure. She's probably not a ballerina, but this beautiful girl, right? Just like admiring the nature, the birds, the sunshine, even though she needs an umbrella, but can still appreciate it, right? It's really important to be in that space. And that will allow you to, on the one hand, to live in the moment and really enjoy it, like in the Six of Cups. Do something fun and exciting without giving it much thought or consideration, just indulge in it. But also to plan for the future, because this present moment will serve as an inspiration to what I want to have more in my life, you know, where I see myself 6 months from now, you know. And again, you can do both really, but it starts with being in that grounded space in the present, right, where you can see clearly and you're not manifesting out of fear, because you're just going to manifest more of that fearful energy. Okay, this one wanted to come out. Next we go with Capricorn. 10 of Pentacles really wanted to jump out. And then you have the Star and the 8 of Cups. Yeah, definitely big opportunities for abundance for you, whatever you need, whatever that means to you. It could be money, it could be time, it could be just physical energy, it could be any kind of physical resources. But like a big expansion is available to you in the new cycle that's starting up. But you need to still do some healing and walk away from unhealthy habits or unhealthy pattern, like a mindset. There is something in the mindset that's standing between you and this expansive abundance, right? So with the Star card, you will be provided for opportunities, or maybe you are already provided with opportunities for this healing, to see what it is and to heal it. If you don't have that clarity, then I urge you to ask questions, to ask for guidance, for a sign, you know, whatever that language is between you and your higher power. But yeah, it's important to tackle that, because, you know, it's a very favorable energy in your case for creating that abundance, and you want to use the momentum as much as possible. Otherwise, you'll need to wait for the next cycle. Okay, next we'll go to Aquarius. We've got Aquarius and Pisces left. Aquarius, you've got 2 of Cups, beautiful, 2 of Wands, like the 2s, and the King of Wands. Okay, so there's definitely a beauty in partnership that you will see in your life. Let me rephrase that a little bit. You are stepping more into your passion and power, and this is very much in alignment with the Aries energy, and, you know, seeing your own potential and power and ambition, right? But the trick is that the universe doesn't want you to get too overconfident that you can do all of it by yourself. You don't need anybody in your life, right? Even more so, you don't want to share with anyone whatever you're going to get to, whatever you're going to achieve. But the trick is that you will reach success when you build those successful partnerships and relationships. The relationship with your higher power, first and foremost, right? And it can be a relationship that can be developed. It's not just like, I believe this, right? How do you practice that on a daily basis? And also connection with another human being. This is a soulmate card. Can be romantic, can be a friend, a teacher, a business partner. Anyone can be a soulmate, but the truth is that this connection is magnetic, and there's something that both of you have to teach each other. And once you embrace these major relationships, then you'll be able to fully show up in your power and potential and realize yourself and achieve the success that you have in mind. Maybe you see it in dreams. Maybe you see someone in the street on TV and you're thinking, you know, that could be me. And I want that for myself, right? Okay, last but not least is Pisces. What do we have for Pisces today? Please don't forget to like the video, please, please, please. 9 of Cups, 7 of Swords, and King of Pentacles. All right. Yeah, so definitely you will find a lot of things are coming up right now in your space, Pisces. And of course, you are very much connected with the cosmos, with the collective consciousness, right? But right now it will show you where you undervalued yourself. That's what I'm sensing for you. And where you weren't shooting for something big that you really deserve. So this is an opportunity to revisit your goals and to see yourself clearly more than anything. To ask yourself all the good questions on what do you want? What is your wish come true? Not what your parents want or your spouse or your friends or, you know, what society expects, right? But what is your true desire or desires, right? And then like aim higher. If you have some kind of goal, aim even higher, right? Because right now it may be difficult to take that leap from what like the level you had in your mind to like the one that you really deserve and that, you know, you will really appreciate and enjoy. Not even appreciate, but would really have you in that blissful state. But the spirit is confirming here that you do deserve the best. And you are supposed to shoot for the stars. You know, sky is the limit. But you're also supposed to communicate into the universe what is it that you want, to have that vision and to start living it, right? Come up with that identity and become it, at least gradually. Embrace new qualities, new habits, whatever it takes. Okay, I hope this was useful for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. Definitely hope you make the most out of this eclipse energy. Let me know in the comments how it's going for you, and I'll see you again very, very soon. The April readings are gonna be published in the coming days, so please subscribe if you don't want to miss your specific horoscope, and those would be individual readings for each sign. I love you all, and until next time.